discrimination is an act of unfairly treating other people. It is a vulgar and prejudicial practice of deteriorating people based on culture, gender, race, ethnicity, socioeconomic status, and other physical nature.
In the past, women had suffered enough into different forms of discrimination.
The discrimination is one of the world's biggest problems that capture thousands of attentions and cause conflict.
Discrimination is everywhere.
Students are one of the common subjects and victims of discrimination, where behind their smile and bubbly personalities lies a story of discrimination.
I am Mel Grace Demandaco,
I'm Mel Villanueva.
and this is my story.
Like other people, I also have the stories of discrimination. Right from the middle of my elementary.
Recognize, notice, and say that to
Isa ka lang katiklod, tumba ka na yabe. Luparon ka sa hangin, dugay-dugay. Putot-putot kaya no, gakaon ka pa. Malnourished, daw ikig kaya.
That was mostly what I hear from people. Even those whom I barely knew recognize, notice, and say that to me too. I was tempted to explain that I eat a lot too, and it is not my fault for being short, but I knew from experience they wouldn't believe me. Well, yes, I was being discriminated a couple of times in the past and up until now because of my physical features or appearance, for being short, very thin, and underweight, especially when I was young and having breakouts in my skin. And because of that, people tend to not let me do things or activities, maybe out of concern or what, but I see it that they do not believe in my capabilities, but I knew from myself that I can do it and I can do more. Well, those experiences or those discrimination that I received was very hurtful at first. But as time goes by and maturity hits you, I was not affected anymore, and it didn't bother to me at all. I accepted myself for who I am, and just like other people, I choose to be positive. There are a lot of advantages of being short, but to tell you the truth, I also tend to discriminate other people too. At the same time, I also knew what does it feel to be discriminated. Thus, those experiences gives us lessons and realizations. It hit me that we should always be careful on what we say, and as a victim of discrimination, we should love and accept ourselves more, because it is us who understands ourselves better. Everyone, you should go and love yourself, respect, and accept everyone's differences, because every human being is unique in their own way.
Like other people, I also have the stories of discrimination. Right from the middle of my elementary.
Like most of the students, I also have some experiences where I was discriminated. Ever since I was in elementary and high school, I was a subject of discrimination because of my looks, because of my flat nose, and as well as because of this natural curly hair that some people would refer as an instant noodles. Well, honestly, I have some few things which I have done that enabled me to overcome those discrimination. I just eventually I just neglected and do not dwell or never mind whatever kind of discrimination or judgment the other people around me are saying. Also, I realized that it is me who control and drive my own journey on my own chosen path. So these people have nothing to say because, on the first place, this is my life. And also, instead of dwelling deeply on the words that the other people are saying or the discrimination that they are doing, I just use those discrimination as a source of motivation and inspiration to better and to do my best and to prove my worth that no matter what kind of physical look I have, I am capable of doing something, and I know to myself and I believe to myself that I am capable of doing that. And also, I learned how to be an open-minded and broad-minded person and learn how to accept and respect that we are all unique and different in our own way in this diversified world. Like
Like
most
other
students,
people, I also have the
had
stories
some
of discrimination.
experiences where
Right
I
from
was
the middle of my elementary days, I experienced Like other people, I also have the stories of discriminations. Right from the middle of my elementary days, I experienced discrimination when most of my classmates bullied my physical appearance. In fact, they keep on saying negative things about me, wherein it sadly struck my ego, caused emotional pain, and led me to poor self-confidence. The actions of my classmates were very drastic, and every time they made to insult my personality, I tend to manage myself and control my emotions. This positive attitude of mine serves as my weapon to counteract the threat of discriminations as well as to deal with the real-life problems. Also, this attitude helps me in getting rid of discriminations as well as to provide rightful actions, rightful decisions to manage and how to counteract this kind of irregularities. Besides from that, my parents and friends were also important factor that serves as my motivation to pursue life despite all odds. It's because they motivate me that no matter how different I am from other people, regardless of my physical appearance, my physical nature, my culture, my race, ethnicity, because I deserve to be happy. Sharing my personal experiences and stories about discrimination is not shameful. Indeed, it is my way of informing the public that no matter how hard life is, life must go on, and we can find thousands of reasons for breathing. So keep on pursuing life despite all odds and keep on striving and dreaming for better future.
Like
Like other people, I also have the stories of discrimination. Right from the middle of my elementary
My sexuality. Yes, I am victim of discrimination. When I was young, I got discriminated about my sexuality and how I act on certain things. And also, I got discriminated on my color, on the color of my skin, and my capabilities to do a work. As time passes by, until now, still discriminated about this. And it comes to the point that they discriminate me in front of many people. And I feel that I'm embarrassed and I feel unworthy. And this discrimination brought me an anxiety. And it comes to the point that I will end my life because of too much embarrass. And even their words is joke, I'll take it as serious because I get hurt. Even though their words is very offended to me. And I believe that they are not growing in a perfect family, so that I understand it, and also I don't bother them for everyone's good, and I'll take it a challenge or obstacle in my life that I will need to survive, and I take it inspiration to pursue my goals. And
Everyone has their own stories. It could be happy and sad, but most of us have stories of discrimination. Sadly, some have inability to cope and have a hard time to effectively handle various and different forms of discrimination. On the other hand, there are people with definite and strong personalities had a belief on their own identity overcome discrimination, while some, instead of dwelling and minding the words and judgment that discriminates them, they rather use their experiences about discrimination as a source of motivation and inspiration. But this doesn't mean that we now have the right to discriminate people. So, to those who are watching this video, my group and I wanted to say that
Discrimination is a serious matter that greatly needs awareness,
discrimination, and great education that could enable every individual to become sensitive enough in dealing with uniqueness and differences that we have, as well as to avoid doing various forms of discrimination.
And we should learn and reflect about diversity and culture, and including the different faiths.
And also, we should build good relationships and also try to understand the importance of respecting others.
And develop our social and emotional skills through collaborating and learning about empathy.
Because in that way, we can be aware and we will be able to learn how to respect and accept the differences and uniqueness of every individual. Because
No matter what race,
ethnicity, beliefs,
skin color,
Disabilities,
family situation, age,
gender, and sex orientation an individual have,
and no matter what factors make us different from one another,
the most important thing that we should always remember and develop are
understanding, empathy,
acceptance,
respect, and most especially,
spread the awareness.
spread the awareness.
spread the awareness.
Dehumanized action should be stopped. Inequality must not persist. Strive for respect and diplomacy. Cares for others.
Respect diversity. Inappropriate deeds must not tolerated. Minimize the possibility of discrimination. Internalize good attitude and personality.
No to bullying and injustice. Avoid committing unjust actions. Treat others equally. Implement activities to support solidarity and equality.
Open-minded and willingness to learn the stories of people. Never mind the cultural and social differences.
Thank you for watching.